Hi everyone, so for this lesson we're going to do a fall inspired kind of spooky pumpkin that plays off of our op art that we've already done. So to start, using pencil, write your name and flip. And the first thing you want to do is you want to draw your actual pumpkin. And the easiest way to draw a pumpkin is to divide it into parts. So to start, and we are working relatively small, we want to put an oval that is kind of curved in the middle of our page. What we don't want to do is we don't want to make it so big that it goes off the page, and we don't want to make it so small that we have all of this background space. So start with a curved line, and then you can make the edges wavy. And this becomes the center of our pumpkin. Off of the edge on the right and the left, we're gonna create curved lines that make the pumpkin look bigger. So to start, I'm gonna start at the top of my first oval, curve a line out, copy the wave, and then attach it to the bottom of my first oval shape. I'm gonna do that one more time and curve like that. What I did on the right, I'm also going to do on the left. Here's the part where you can adjust your pumpkin if needed. So I don't really like how I curve this line, so I'm gonna erase and adjust it to make sure I like it. And it should look like a flowy pumpkin. Next is the stem. You can design this stem however you want. I'm gonna go pretty simple and just make it look like a realistic stem. And then I'm gonna add a curly off, and then two curlies on this side. You don't have to add those parts, but you can if you want to. Next, what we're gonna do is around our four corners, we're gonna create spider webs, and how you create your spider webs is totally up to you. You can have it coming off the corner, you can have it going in and attaching to the pumpkins, you can draw the actual spider. So I'm gonna let this part fast forward so you can see what it looks like when it's complete. With our spider webs too, you can see I'm just using a combination of straight lines, and I have some curved lines that attach those straight lines together. Beautiful, so my pumpkin looks pretty good. Now is your time to adjust your pumpkin if there's anything you want to change, because you can erase the pencil. So do that now. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna trace all of our lines using Sharpie. So I'll let this part also fast forward. You can see that on some of my parts, I accidentally went off my pencil line. So just as a finishing touch, you can erase those pencil lines. Perfect, and we're gonna turn this pumpkin into op art. So in the center of our pumpkin, these are exactly like our tubes from our op art project. So we are gonna create the lines just like we did with our tubes. So in the center of each pumpkin, I wanna do a horizontal line, and I'm using just Sharpie. If you're nervous, you can go back and do pencil, but I'm just gonna do a straight line in each one, but I'm gonna change where I put the straight line. So I went up, down, up, down, up. Same as our tubes. We want our curved lines facing up and connecting from side to side. Curved line facing up above the straight line, and curved line facing down below the straight line. Now I'm switching to my curved lines under. Perfect, so I'm just looking at my piece and seeing if there's anything I need to adjust. One of the art words we talked about when we did our tubes is the word variety. So I want to make sure the variety throughout my pumpkin is different, so widths can be wide or they can be close together. For adding color, we are going to use our oil pastels. Now, what's nice about the oil pastels is they're like a softer crayon, and they blend and smudge really nicely. So around my border, I'm going to do a black smudge. And then inside of my pumpkin, I'm gonna do all of the color smudges. Same with our tubes. We wanna make sure we have different value throughout the tube. So darker value near our edge of our pumpkin tubes, and then a lighter value throughout the middle. So I'll let this part fast forward. Next, I'm gonna start adding my color into my pumpkin. It can be realistic or it can be abstract. You get to choose the colors. What I'm doing too with the color first is I'm outlining the whole section with a thicker, darker value, and then I'm going in and getting that lighter value with my finger when I smudge. Perfect. I think my pumpkin is just about done. If you do want to go back in with your black and create a little bit of a darker value near your edges of your pumpkins, you can do that, but you do not have to. I'm going to do it just so that my edges of my pumpkin really are defined. Perfect, and my piece is complete. When you're done, make sure you look at it and make sure that there's nothing you want to change before we upload it to Art Sonia.